lights come up, countdown rolling on the screen. Jen's got notes stacked up, color-coded clean. She's early, she's ready, coffee in her hand. Knows the rundown, knows the plan. Text rolls in like, wait, what day is this? Scrolling through his phone like he missed the memo list. Is this Radish break, or was it after dark? Someone check the clock, somebody spark. Slappy backstage like I'm so sorry again. Mic check, tech check, here we go my friends. Jen just laughs, says we're fine, let's ride. Texas, are we live? Right on time. Radish break room, what time is it today? Our text says tune, Jen says you're not right. Slappy saying sorry like it's part of the show. Break room, let the chaos flow. Break room, yeah, we're back again. Perfect plans meet mayhem with your friends. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter how. If we're live, we're doing it now. Jen's got tabs open, research unlocked. She's 10 steps ahead, always beats the clock. Breaking down the news like it's second nature. Prepared for
Hey, everybody. We got to start going to a cold open, I think. That's
How's that?
That was like forever. That intro is forever. Anyway.
Wait, hold on. Before you do
Yeah,
it,
you had all the facts there and stuff. I know, but
like you don't care about Bo or our audience.
I care about Bo, but we're gonna talk to him. You're ruining the lead.
Wow. Okay.
Welcome to Radish.
X never gets to do the opening again.
That interrupted me. I had a good
Oh,
opening.
you started complaining.
I was just saying that was really long. Like I kept waiting and waiting. It's Radish Break Room, everybody. We're here with JennConn and Slappy White. Jen, hopefully this week we'll have time at the end of the show. She can play a little Mozart for us. But we got a few things to talk about today. We're going to talk about the 2024 World Championship boxes, all the variations on those. And we also have Bo from BP Card Company coming up in a little while. We're going to speak to him. He's one of the new breakers in the community, and he's been doing a really great job. Jen, how's your day going?
It's always fantastic when I get to hang out with you guys.
We tried calling you early, and Slappy thought you were dead maybe because you didn't answer.
I was doing my luxurious life.
I know. It looks wonderful, by the way.
Yes.
Slappy, how are you? Yeah, it didn't call back, didn't text. It's fine.
No. Well,
No.
you didn't leave a message. You didn't text me. It was like, okay, whatever. Butt dial. Who the hell knows?
Whatever. Fine. Hi, Slappy.
Hey, how's it going? A big shout out. We've got a couple of people in here already. Whiplash Jackson is excited to be here. And of course, Card Shark Sniper, always with the Let's Bow. And then Troy's Card Shack, his signature line. He's been working on it for a while. And he has said that hot dog, baby. Good morning, my friends. And also a big shout out to Izza. Good morning to the best community there are. And Matt's got an interesting take on things. We'll let that one go. It might make it a little spicy here. But I'll tell you what, Tex, we're going to start talking about today. We've got 2 origin stories. And you know what? If everything unfolding now, I'm like, we really should have marketed as like, one show, 2 origin stories. Chunk. We'll go in, we'll look into the origin story of BP Card Company and the World Championship boxes from Bo Battle Arena. Tune in tonight. Oh, Tex. And he's going to rip that for one lucky viewer later on today.
What?
What?
I don't remember that in the rundown.
You have to go back and clip the face.
Yeah.
Clip the reaction. Wow.
So let's do something a little bit different, though, guys.
For $700, I'll rip it for you.
Yeah, that's right. One lucky viewer. All right. So one of the reasons why we're doing this is that we recently talked about this. I think it was on Good Morning Bo, our Long Friday edition. We were talking about the first World Championship boxes, and oh my gosh, we're not going to name them name them the people out there. Although we will name our buddy Jorzane. He was like, "Yeah, I'm passing on this," and he bought like some Bowman crap, and everybody's like, "You're making the right decision." But there is a great quote by a lifelong Dodgers fan that we're gonna share just to let you know how much the World Championship boxes have changed. But Tex, can we do something a little bit different? Is that normally Johnny Carson would write, you do your bit with the person, then you stick them on the couch. Well, if you like
Karnak.
is Tex going to let him on stage? How about we let Bo join us to talk about
Let's bring him up.
and then we can do his origin story after. Does that sound good, Jen?
Does it matter? You're going to bring him up.
It does matter. You run the show.
Bo, how are you?
Hey,
What's going on, everybody?
Tex does not run.
Yeah, I don't run the show. I don't run anything. Jen runs all of us. You know that.
You have me cracking up back here. I'm backstage.
So, Bo, welcome in.
How we doing today?
Good, good. Slappy, how do you want to do this? Do you want to start with Bo now since he's here, or do you want to get into the origin story?
We
Or
just said
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to
just
talk
continue
about
with
the
this?
we're going to be talking about the championship boxes. I
okay,
believe.
well, it's hard to bring somebody on that nobody knows. And try to
USA,
introduce
the
them.
men and the women both won hockey Olympic gold. So there's been a special set release, and only a certain few got codes. So I myself did not get a code. Mrs. BP did not get a code. Did you guys get a code?
I did not get a code.
I did not.
No
somebody
way.
did though. I know
So-
somebody that did.
Let the producer bring this back along line.
Good.
All right.
Back
So
on track.
Before we get to that's good to talk about the Olympic. There's been a lot of talk. Of course, we're talking about Bo Jackson Battle Arena, and we're talking about let's see. Oh, do I not have a Bo Jackson Battle? Oh, actually, we do. We're talking about Bo Jackson Battle Arena, and there are the full sets that they come out with, but then they've done special sets, and it started with the LA Dodgers 2024, and they said, you know what? We're going to put out a special box. And Jeff French, the master that he is, navigating the legal intricacies of our complex American legal system, said, I can find a way to not pay the Players Association or MLB any rights, and I can break those exclusivity agreements, and I can print my own cards, dang it. And he did that. He didn't call them Dodger boxes. He called them LA World Championship boxes. So champions boxes. And
I believe that's called sticking it to the man.
indeed. Hey, wait, hold on. Tex, can you say that? What is he doing?
He's sticking it to the man.
Yes. All right. Really excited by what you did right there. All right. And then what he did after that, a little fact that some people don't know, he came out with the special Sandstorm edition. And that let's ask Jen.
Oh, come on. Don't want why?
What college is the Sandstorm edition?
Oh, that one I know. That's at University of South Carolina.
Oh,
Is that correct?
I would assume it is, yes.
Yeah.
Assume. All right. You know what happens when you assume? Yes.
I do.
The Sandstorm edition came out right afterwards, and then we followed up with the Eagles 2025 Super Bowl, and then the Oklahoma Thunder, their NBA championship, and then, of course, the hated Dodgers, their repeat championship box. So now we're up to 5 total sold. And, of course, they've only delivered 4, all 3 major championships and the Sandstorm. So a lot of folks, when we were talking about the origins, people were like, what? That's how it was? So going back, Tex, we were talking about this. Loco in the community was like, hey, does anybody know how much this is worth? And Jen, do you remember before all these other sets, there used to be a paper version of the champion boxes? It wasn't alt art and battle foil. It was alt art, battle foil, and paper version. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
There were 3?
Oh, there were more than 3.
There were like 5 versions, I think, 5 or 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, see, it was 7 years
Crazy.
ago, so I don't know. No.
So I have
It certainly feels like it was 7 years ago.
But this set is just the one set, right? For the hockey, there's no alt art or anything. It's just the one set, correct?
I believe so, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just one box this time for the hockey. Yeah, there's no kanji box or anything like that. Well, It may have kanji characters in it, but there's just one box,
Well, and we
which
don't
would
know
be
about.
different.
Yes, they're not going to be different types, but you're going to see actually in a second just some of the difference. And actually, let me go ahead and since Jen, I didn't realize that Jen's memory was going to fail her because normally she's just great when she's able to. When we go back and look at these things, but we're going to take a look.
Are you speaking of JennConn?
Yeah, no,
JennConn, correct?
I don't know who he's talking
Really?
about. Yeah, no.
And not
All right.
ringing a bell.
Okay, so let me go over here, and while you guys make jokes, all right. So take a look at this, Jen.
I
This,
wasn't
of course,
joking.
What?
You can see it says 2024. LA wins it all. Our first ever Champions Edition cards are here.
Yeah.
And let's accept those cookies. And so chase exclusive cards that will never be reprinted, including one-of-one logo foils and kanji foils. Think about that logo foils, right, guys? That
Right, yeah, the logo foils. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Like it seemed like it was new and Griffey. Didn't it?
Oh,
But
yeah.
it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Oh boy.
So- And it said at least 10 exclusive cards guaranteed, random in every box. And then I wish we could pull up this Bo 42-second video. I'm not sure what this one is. The guaranteed delivery by Christmas. I'm not sure if they hit that. We would just assume they did. All right, so here we go, Jen. So
Yeah.
we've got the 2024 Champions LA Limited Edition box. So Jen, this box, how much do you think this box costs, Jen?
Then or
It's
now?
just the paper.
Well, then.
Then I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. $89.
All right, Bo, what do you say?
Right now?
No,
I
then.
think. Oh, then
At the
sorry.
time.
Yeah, 120.
Okay, Tex, do you know the answer? I thought you did. Maybe you don't.
I think didn't Jen hit it? I think wasn't it like 85, 90 bucks, something.
So
around
close,
there?
$85, Jen. So I'm
Didn't I just say $85?
Yeah, $85. So all right, here's a harder question. I know Tex, even though he saw the prep sheet for today's show, I know he's forgotten it already. Don't look up quick. Tex, I'm gonna don't look at the sheet. I'm gonna ask you.
I don't
many-
believe there wasn't a price for that box on the sheet. I don't believe.
There was, but okay, that's
Unless
good
you
to know.
updated it.
All right, so and you didn't see the print run either. All right, Tex, how
The
much? Was
print run I saw.
Okay, never mind. Then Bo, print run for this paper version.
Yeah. Was it 2025?
This is the 2024
Oh.
Dodgers. This is the first
No,
ever
he's
created.
saying, he's saying.
Did they go for by the year?
2000, yeah.
So
No,
it's
no.
2024. All right. So you're saying 2024, Jen. What do you say?
1,000.
Oh.
If this is Price is Right, you both went over, but Jen, since we're not playing Price is Right rules, Jen wins because it was 825. All right.
Oh.
The next one up is the 2024 Champions LA Limited Edition Battle Foil. So this was the second tier. We know it as the bottom tier. And of course, within these packs, if you bought one of these, you had a chance at the one-of-one Freddie Freeman autograph box. And we'll talk about the box in a second because it's not what you think of with a one-of-one of on. Oh. So on this one, this price, all right, we'll move it along. This is $185. So they bumped it up $100. You add Battle Foil, you get $100. So Jen, what do you think the print run was on this, knowing that the paper was $825?
600.
Bo,
420.
Tex, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
All right, Bo did great. 375. So Bo,
Oh.
good job. Again, Price is Right rules, but you got right there. All right, and then finally, we bring up the 2024. Well, not finally, but what we kind of know the product as the 2024 Champions LA Limited Edition Kanji Foil Alt Art. Now, this was $245. Think about this, guys. Back in the day, the alt art was $245. We'd love to have those prices. Hasn't snuck up that much, but weren't we $285, $295 this last one for the Seattle Seahawks? Well, we'll get to that in another part.
So.
We're going to cover this, folks. Every
Mhm.
week, we're going to go through the championship series so you can understand where we've come from and where we're headed. All right, so this was $245, and it almost, to Bo's point, I'm going to spoil it right there. The print run was $250. And then finally, the last ones we have, you could see it peeking out right there, the 2024 Champions Battle Foil with Freeman autograph to number 5. So there were 5 boxes that were autographed. Then you had the kanji foil alt art Otani autographs to number 5. Let me see. I want to look one more thing. And you can see on the side, and I'll get a better picture, but see the box how there's an auto on the side there. And then you have these. You have the 2024 champion Freeman autograph 1 of 1 and the kanji foil Otani autograph 1 of 1 box. And those were not for sale. Those were actually given away to people who bought. If you bought the Freddie Freeman box, you had a chance to win the Freeman auto. If you bought the Otani box, you had a chance to win the Otani auto. And by the way, we did check with Jamps, Jen, before we went live. And we were saying, to your knowledge, has anyone ever claimed that? Every once in a while in the community, somebody will say, hey, has anybody ever won one of those 1 of 1 boxes? And unless somebody in the community wants to share it with us, we don't believe that's ever been hit. Now, those of 5, Tex and I are trying to remember how much they cost, Jen. Do you remember? They were in the thousands.
They were,
Like,
yeah. I do. It is coming back to me now with the autos and stuff and the thing. They were 4 digits, definitely.
I thought they were 5,000.
I think the 1 of 1. I think because one of the number to 5 was probably like 1 to 2, and then the ones with the 1 of 1s. Yeah, I think they were high. I agree, they were higher than that.
I still want to say one of them was $10,000, but
by the way,
I-
I do. Oh, sorry, Tex. I was just going to say I want to give it a shout out to Emotita. I'm Mrs. BP Card Company's best friend from high school, watching you from Mexico. And also you can see they're saying, we want BoBA in Mexico. Well, I'm sorry, Bo. They could have just left it at Bo and they could have gotten you, right? But thank you so much for joining us from Mexico and everybody else who's.
Thank you very much. Love that.
And let's see. And I
we've
forgot.
gone international, Jen.
Woo!
That's what the internet does. By the way, Whiplash saying, I received a Dodgers first box from Frenchie on a givey back in the day. And in fact, Whiplash, that was through Radish. I can't remember if that was Break Room, but do you guys remember we gave away like 5 boxes courtesy of courtesy of the Bo Battle team. So that was great. All right. So there's a couple other things that I do want to sneak in here. But generally speaking, Jen, I mean, what are your thoughts? And then Bo, I'm going to go to you next. But this is a lot different than the Olympic box. It's a lot different than the Seattle box that just came out. I mean, what are your thoughts in terms of what that means to the collectability of a paper box that is the lowest on the rung, but will probably never be made again in any variant? And just what are your thoughts? What do you wish they still had? What are you glad they got rid of? You know, which format do you prefer, this or the one we have today?
I am kind of, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. I never would have went for the auto boxes. So I kind of stay in my realm, like the foils and then the alt art are the two that I go for. So I guess if you speaking for the community, I guess if they're all there, there's more options for people potentially. I'm good with the 2 versions they went to. And then even for the one-offs, like the Olympic ones, and I want one of those boxes.
Yeah, and Troy agreeing with you. Troy saying, I think the USA hockey gold medal box will be the most valuable.
Yeah, I want one of those so bad.
Jen, you didn't try and buy a code?
What?
You didn't try and buy somebody's code?
That all came and went like a freaking whirlwind.
It did go quick.
Tex, what about you though? In terms of, I mean, this setup before, you can see where it's a little bit more complicated for the consumer. We're like, wait, what is that box? What is that box? So I can understand, right? You always want simplicity, like you're a business owner, Tex, right? And so you don't want to give them 50 versions of Miller Lite, right? They just have the Miller Lite. There's not Miller Lite Cherry, Miller Lite. But do you like the old Tex? Would you like every once in a while to have a drop like this? Or you're like, no, just sign me up for the way they do it now, like the way they did it with the Seahawks?
I don't know. I have bad luck with the codes and stuff lately. So I haven't gotten a code in a long time. So I've been missing out on all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's pros and cons to both. What I would like to see is whichever one makes it easier for me to get a box. which so far none of them have been really
Yeah.
that
Have
since
they-
the early days.
Scott, you did the research and the comparisons. I don't know off the top of my head. Has the quantity increased at all? The print runs?
Ooh, well, that's interesting. We're gonna save that for part 2, Jen. So
Ooh.
you're gonna see
Oh,
we're gonna
Teaser.
compare as we go from set to set. So you gotta tune in next week for Radish Break Room. So
All
that's
right,
a great
I'll
one.
tune in.
But I will say, well, you'll be playing the piano. But I will say, when it comes to the box details, is that this was an exchange that some folks had, and they shared this information when we went back and looked from 2024. So the paper box had a guaranteed 10 exclusive foil stamp cards. Look for inspired ink autographs. Now, we talked about this, Tex and I, on Good Morning Bo on our long edition Friday, where we said, no, this can't be right. 10 alpha edition cards from our first ever full set release. Look for exclusive battle foils and 30 different superstar autos, from legends like Steve Young and Allen Iverson to today's stars like Adley Rushman. What used to be today's stars, Adley Rushman.
Yesterday's stars.
Trey
Adley
Young,
Rushman is catching strays.
and even our co-founder Bo Jackson. And that last line, even our co-founder Bo Jackson. So we are confirming the paper collector's version for the 2024 LA Dodgers did in fact have alpha edition cards in them, did in fact have a chance at autos, and that Bo 1 of 1 is sitting, that auto Bo 1 of 1 is sitting in an LA Dodgers paper box. That's where it is. Or Tex. Well, actually, I don't know if
Well,
yours
no,
has.
it could be in any of the boxes.
Any
right?
of the
It could be in
boxes,
any
right?
of them.
Yeah, any, not just.
It could be
not
right
one.
here.
Yeah, it could.
Maybe I should rip this and
That's
find
right.
out.
Rip
Hey,
it,
when
rip
is the
it,
when's the power break, Tex? When are you running that power break?
The power break for this bad boy.
Yeah, for that.
It's
sure you
coming. I haven't
bookmark that
scheduled
shit.
it yet. Yeah, I'll. You'll be the first to know.
Appreciate that.
Well, Bo, what do you think? And by the way, Joe is saying to rip it, Tex. But Bo, when you
Rip
look
it.
at how, I mean, are you shocked when you see how the first championship box, how it does? And by the way, a fun fact, Bo, let me just tell you this. In the research I was doing, it said on, so what happens in the Bo community? There are people, and I know Entropy, who works for, he's the main engineering person at Bo Battle Arena. And he hates the fact that he can never turn a website on because people are literally combing their website, adding slugs, trying to find when a sale is about to go live. So literally with this thing, people started buying it before they announced it was live. So you actually had the announcement for this championship box. It was at 10:29 p.m. Eastern on November 5th. Think about that. 10:30 at night is when they announced it was live. And the reason why they had to do it is because people started ordering it. And there was no limit. There was no limit back there. So in theory, someone could have just bought everything. So at 10:29, it went live. On November 6th, the next day at 1:20 in the afternoon, is that the Otani boxes were sold out. And I believe those were the first to sell out. So it was 1:20 the next day. So it was over 12 hours. So you, like, in terms of getting codes and everything selling out, this would happen. And I got to tell you, like, these are a couple quotes. Like, we already outed Jorzane for fading this. And my favorite is Rody, who's a huge Padres fan, hates the Dodgers. He hated himself for buying this. Like, I don't think he hates it anymore. But so these are a couple quotes that I just want to say is that, let's see, he said, come on, where is that? The lifeline. Okay, here's a notable. So one person, and I should out him, but he said, I did not buy into the championship boxes. I'm going to ping him after this to remind him. But here's the quote. I'm a lifelong Dodgers fan and passing at the price point for that reason. I'm passing at an $85 paper box. I'm passing at a $185 battle foil Freeman box. I'm passing at a $245 kanji. Like,
Vin Scully is rolling in his grave right now.
Oh man,
I don't mean to make light. First of all,
that did not age well. That did not age well. If that was a tweet.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a tweet, but so Jen,
it was a post in the Discord, right?
Oof.
It was a post in the Discord, and luckily you can go back and see that. And by the way, only Showtime has the anime alt art, so of course that goes with them. Interesting thing, like I'll bring up. It's interesting if I bring up the artwork for this. Is that let's see. I'll go ahead and do this. Let's see. Add this guy to the stage. And so when you look at this,
man, that's beautiful.
apparently the Japanese writing is that it is, let's see. I'm trying to find, sorry, with my notes. I don't have it handy right now. It basically means two-wielder or something like that, basically because he pitches and hits. So it's the Japanese nickname. And I don't know if Bo Battle gave that to him or he brought that over from Japan where it was given, and then they just used the Japanese translation. I'll find that in a second, Jen. Yeah, taking a look at that artwork. I mean, by the way, we actually have the person who hit the 1/1 Otani in this set. Is that I was communicating with him. I'm going to share a picture of it with him. I know his price point he's willing to sell today for on that 1/1 Otani from that 24 Dodgers set. We'll share that. But Jen, I mean, every time I see one of these things, we did a whole set on what's it worth. Somebody brought in a collection. Like, these cards are insane, aren't they, Jen?
Yeah, they're very cool. I have to say that just across the board in general with Bo Jackson, the art is just stupid ridiculous. I mean, it's just
hey, Slappy. Oh, sorry, Jen.
no, that's okay.
Yeah.
My friend Google just told me that what that says in Japanese is two sword style or dual wielding. Is what that translates to.
It was interesting because after Frenchie said what it meant is that I know Legend came in and corrected him. So he probably used Google too. I don't know if Google's lacking the intricacy that he actually had, but thank you, Tex, for hopping on that one right now.
Okay.
So basically, shut up, Tex.
Apparently, just trying to help. Sorry.
Okay.
Tex, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tex.
And then of course we have, like, I mean, the steel is there was no brawl. It was just steel the lowest, but I mean, even the steel right here, taking a look at these.
So was there an autograph of each of these versions and the 1/1 was the hex, or?
No, so there was no, so Otani didn't sign for this. It was Tex, do you want to explain? Is they used his auto to craft it onto the box.
They were able to acquire a kanji auto. I think it was a cut, maybe. I don't think it was on a baseball. I think it was a cut, and they were going to use that. They were going to put that cut into a card, I believe, and that is what you were getting in the form of a redemption.
Oh, so essentially
actually, that looks like it is on a ball. That looks like it is on a ball. So it was on a ball. Yeah. So they didn't give you just the cut, right? The cut was put into a card, is what I believe.
So the way that Frenchie explained it is that, and actually we have a little bit. The way Frenchie explained it is he said, okay, let me give it. Okay. The kanji, Frenchie said at the time, the kanji box itself is the collectible. Cut auto is on the box. So you can see it right there.
Oh, so that's,
yeah,
so it's in place.
Okay.
It's in the box itself.
Yep. And then he also, these are a couple points just to clarify. I'm going to get these points out. I'd like to have it more nuanced and guide the conversation, but let me get this out and then you guys comment on it. So also commented back in 2024, the 1/1 box, it's going to be a hit in the box. So again, there was discussion about maybe the 1/1 box would be for sale, but they decided it would be something that you hit as a redemption. And again, to our knowledge, nobody's ever hit the 1/1 Otani or Freeman box. Then let's see. He also said the hex and 1/1 are strong enough for Apex decks at Worlds. If you saw earlier, there was a 200 power Otani and there was a 180 power hex in that one as well. Frenchie had this to say: the MV free bat flip card, our traditional art, goes so dang hard. If Freddie was still a Brave and had done that as a Brave, I'd have had that hero painted as a mural on my wall. And Frenchie, being a Brave fan, absolutely would have. He said also that,
well, in his bedroom, I would hope.
Oh, I'm sure his wife would. Well, actually, she loves Bo now too. She probably be okay.
She probably would. Yeah, she'd be fine. Put it right up on the ceiling. You can paint on a mirror, right? You can
Oh
paint
my
on
God.
mirrors.
Can you imagine Mrs. Frenchie coming home to Tex in the
Oh,
in
wait,
her
wait,
bedroom?
wait.
Whoa, wait,
Wait,
how'd I get
what?
involved in this?
Wait,
Now,
Tex.
wait a second.
Wait. Why? How did we go from you can paint it on the ceiling to, well, yeah, you can paint on mirrors. What are you trying to say?
Well, there's
What are you
mirrors on the ceiling, right? Doesn't everybody's
What?
bedroom have mirrors on the ceiling?
No.
No? What? Just me? I'm the only one?
By the way,
Oh.
the Bo's
Yeah.
I was told it was chic. So
Chic.
modern.
Bo is rethinking
I just went
about
with it.
coming off the couch before we get there. All right, and the last couple notes the
God.
notes I have. All right. Also, that kanji doesn't say Showtime. It's Otani's Japanese nickname. It means two-sword style and has been adapted for Otani as the two-way player. So again, or
Didn't I just say that and you yelled at me?
no two-sword style. You said two wielding. I did
It has
not know.
two different meanings. It could have two different meanings.
I'm just telling you what the boss said, but you go ahead and tell Frenchie is wrong.
Oh, whatever.
Okay. And so this was one of the questions. So I'm a little confused about the champion boxes. I can see each has different art and tied to a different one-of-one chase. But are there contents of the Friendly and the Shohei boxes the same, other than the Shohei box having the 3 extra alt art cards? And the response was yes from the team. So that's the difference between the MV free and the Otani boxes. And let's see, only Showtime has. And he said those boxes are actually foil. They're going to be very hard to rip. So Tex, I'm trying to think of like, of course I don't rip it, but like the Philly box you have right there, that's not a foil box, right? The box itself is
this kanji box is foiled.
okay. The box
It's kind of hard to see with the glare, but it is foiled.
But is
the Philly box? I think my alt art Philly box is foiled.
okay? So they are foiled.
That's downstairs. You didn't tell me I needed that one too.
No, that's good to know that. I'm trying to remember if it's just the cards or the boxes. Listen to this, and this is interesting. The team also said, I'll put you on bigger picture text. Hold on one second.
You can see it all there.
And oh yeah, you can see it in the corner on the edge of the box right there. All right, here are the other things that he said, which is fascinating, Jen. It said, these boxes include play decks and a booster pack for exposure to the broader franchise of products. So think about this. Getting people to sign up for this, like, well, we need to show them Bo. They just might buy a Dodgers box and go away. Like, let's make sure they know about the rest of the product. He also said at the time, expect to see more of these around a few specific fan bases for Christmas time. Assume he was talking about Sandstorm at the time. And listen to this. This is going to drive new people crazy. Each 6 you order would come in a sealed case. Yes. People were asking, well, if I get 6, can I have a sealed case? If it's less than that, I will rip it. All right. And then we talked about the fact that it sold out. It took over 12 hours for the first SKU to sell out. And let's see again, let's see. And he said, a question about the World Series, $85. Is that just a starter set plus 10 cards that should show up in the hobby stuff we bought? And what's a foil stamp versus a foil? Oh, I forgot to snag the answer to that one. All right. And then the only thing is to go through, let's see, I'll just share the final 2 things, guys, that I will share with you is that I have a couple of announcements that I will share is that we did, let's see.
Just quickly, while you're finding those announcements, I like that in 2 years, we've gone from a 12-hour sellout to a sub 30-second sellout.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's wild.
I think just quickly, I think I wasn't there for the last, I've been around for the last couple of championship releases, didn't get any codes. But I think for me, that's a little too many options for the first one. But I would definitely like to see something more than one option. So definitely something in the middle would be probably what I would prefer. Like maybe something very short run that people get the codes for if you're fortunate enough to get a code. But then maybe something double or triple the print run that everybody has a chance to kind of get their hands on if they're keeping an eye on when to pick those up.
Well, Bo, you bring up a really good point, right? Which is I can't remember who was asking, but why why was the print run what it did? Why is it now, you know, $9.99 or $8.25? Like, to your point, why isn't it 2026? I don't know, Gentex. Have you ever heard why Jeff settled on $8.25? Or, I mean,
I think he just wants to keep it an exclusive product, a special product that, you know, holds a lot of exclusivity and, you know, hopefully brings a lot of value in the future for the people that get those, that keep them sealed, or the people that rip them. I mean, those cards, there's a lot of
Yeah, I don't
high-powered
know. I
cards
think
in there. The
I
artwork's
think
beautiful.
I think it has to grow a little bit personally, but
Yeah, but so like, do we still think it would be worth it at like 2,000 boxes,
I mean,
2,500 boxes?
you had to account for. I mean, the community from the first release to now
Mhm.
has grown exponentially. So I'm not
What?
saying make it readily available. You know, it is an exclusive product. I
Mhm.
know it's a special print run and all that kind of stuff, but I do think there has to be, not that it would help
Well,
me in any way, shape, or form, but
little
As
more
a
having
streamer,
it.
you know, just coming from
Yeah.
a streamer's perspective, you know, the exclusivity of it, you know, if you ever want to get into a break, there's zero chance. You know what I mean? Unless you're paying hundreds of dollars for a spot, you're probably
Right.
never going to be able to get into a break to get a chance at these cards either. So not only did you miss out on the codes, you're going to have to watch everybody who got the codes show these beautiful cards off and really never have a chance to get your hands on one. So it would be nice if there was another level for the people. Yeah, I suppose, you know what I mean? Maybe a little more accessible
Maybe,
level to it.
yeah, maybe they could go back to a paper option.
You know, one paper, one foil, I think is pretty cool.
Mhm. One
And a
paper,
chance
one
at foils
foil.
in the paper, you know,
Yeah.
there's still stuff like a
Yeah.
blaster box, you know, you still have a chance. It's not
Mhm.
the foil chances, but you get something, you know.
So,
and by the
Smithy,
way,
what is this that you have up here on the screen you want us to read?
so I just heard from, and I appreciate so much, a member from the Bow team. I didn't give him much time, but I asked him, "Hey, can you pull that out?" Tex, I think there was a comment that I didn't share when I was going through some of the prep work I did for the show, where, let's see, he talked about the anchor price, where he said, "Hold on, is that?" Okay, and it said, and again, the Otani 101 is posted and has a price anchor, but that one will be pulled random from main kanji foil boxes. So it's interesting. I think the $10,000 we were thinking of, I think it was just like evaluation to put it out there, right? Marketing purpose, because actually these do look more realistic. So the member from the team, they did it in minutes. So I appreciate them going back to 2024. I don't want to put this in stone, but they said this, and this does look more right, that the Freeman boxes were $1,850 and the Otani boxes were $3,950, because those 5 did sell out quickly. And it's crazy how quickly they are. And isn't that crazy right now? Like, I love it. Like, by the way, the community, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you everybody who keeps commenting in there. Troy, there's a couple comments we're going to get to, but I'd love to hear what people think. Like, you saw what we were talking. Of course, you still don't fully understand what's in every box, but would you buy a 1 of 5 auto box Freeman for $1,850 or a 1 of 5 Otani for $3,950? I mean, Bo, let's just say we all have money. Is like, and Jen, let's pretend like we have money. Like, you have the disposable money to buy it. You can't buy everything in the world, right? Because then obviously you buy it because you love Bo, and you're like, yeah, of course, it's 4,000, I buy it. But Tex, he's the best example, because he absolutely will get into the moment. Tex, are you buying that $4,000 Otani box today if it goes on sale?
If I had the money to blow, yeah, I would buy the Otani. I probably wouldn't spend that much on a Freddie Freeman, but Otani's tough to.
I wouldn't
tough to
spend
say no
2,000.
to.
I wouldn't spend 2,000, but I'll spend 4,000.
Well, I just think. Well, no, because I think Otani down the road will hold more value than Freddie Freeman.
Yeah,
I have a better chance of you know, at least recouping my money on the Otani.
yeah, see that's the thing.
Freddie Freeman.
If I had the money, I would buy multiple
Otanis or
multiple alt arts or multiple.
Oh, you would just go to you'd spend $4,000 on alt art boxes.
Yeah, I wouldn't chase the autos.
Mm-hmm.
If I had the money, I
Too
would.
good for an auto.
I think that I think that Otani is just solid gold. Everything Otani
Mhm.
is solid gold, and will only get better from here on. I mean, he's gonna go down as the greatest of all time.
He's
You know,
Babe
I mean,
Ruth, but better.
it's not even
I mean,
close.
yeah.
Yeah,
What are you
my
shaking your head
personal
at,
opinion.
Slappy?
I mean, I'm a Yankee fan. Of course, I'm not going to say that. By the way, there's a couple comments in here I just want to get to. Is that Troy saying the short print adds the value and the chase. We also have Card Shark Sniper who's saying I would love for them to do college historical boxes: Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, and Kansas. He also goes on to say Alabama, North Dakota, Ohio State, and more. I'm just teasing. I know you mean Notre Dame. You left Penn State out by mistake. But
Who?
Yeah, you left out Michigan, and I don't know what Ohio State's doing on that list.
Michigan. Well, they're just waiting a couple years for them to get relevant again. But
Oh,
but in fact, Frenchie does.
Ooh. That's a shot.
Frenchie has said that he wants to continue. They like the Sandstorm edition. It worked out well. I think it's in the works. As we talked about on Good Morning Bo today, they switched printers from from the last set from Griffey to Tecmo. And I think what they want is they want to know, like, this is our printer, like quality to Frenchie. Like, and that's one thing to be clear is like the quality on these cards are amazing. The collation, amazing. It's not perfect. And if you've ever met Jeff, if you've ever interacted with him, Jeff is a perfectionist. He is. That's why if you're tired of big cardboard, that's why, I had a redemption in the alpha set. I had Starbuck. I submitted my redemption code. It was shipped within like 48 hours. I had my card in less than a week. To all the big cardboard people out there waiting years, like Frenchie hates redemptions. That's an imperfection. Sorry, Tex, go.
So I was just gonna say, our friend George Zane just last week got a card in the mail from Panini that he had redeemed 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The card just showed up last week.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, it was a Jamar Chase rookie card.
Yeah, yep, it was Jamar Chase. Yeah. No, I think it was a Babe Ruth rookie card that they've been sitting on for a little while.
Yeah.
But so when you look at Frenchie's just a perfectionist and he wants everything to be right where it is. And speaking of perfectionist, like one thing to be clear about the Bo set, it is definitely never going to be the cheapest card. You'll never see it in the in the bargain section. It is the best value. For anybody who's ripped any cardboard, you can't rip any cardboard and have better value than what you do. And in 2026, a double mega coming in at $86, because it's a great question that I think it was Cesar said, was saying, why are cards so expensive now? If I'm to start my collection, where do you recommend to start? So of course, Cesar brought up this right when I had put up $2,000 and $4,000 BoBA boxes. Those are not the norm. There were 10 of those in 2024.
Definitely exceptions.
Yeah. So I would say the double mega, and you guys so the double mega is at Target and Dick's, and I would go in there, they're sold out now for the Griffey, but Tecmo will be here in April. I would expect Dick's and Target to carry them. They will go super quick, so you have to be vigilant to go in and get there. But actually, they were $85 for Griffey. These are definitely going to go up because they have to pay a Tecmo license. So expect it to be, it's going to be 115. I don't know, somewhere around there, but they got to pay the licensing fee.
At least $100, you got to figure.
Yeah. So in terms of it's so expensive, I would say Target, Dick's, the double mega. That's where you want to go. The other thing is be part of the community, and you'll have an opportunity to have a hobby box. But Bo, you're breaking, so people are trying to get product that's affordable. I mean, what would you say to Cesar?
Right now, I mean, I don't have any exclusive rights to get any product, and we break every single day. So we have to get creative, and so you're not going to be able to just pop into your local card shop and find product. And if you do, it's going to be a $70 blaster or something like that. We do. So I was able to find quite a few blasters. They were not cheap or at cost or anything, but I've got a few extras. So if there's anybody out there who has just never had a chance to rip any of this, we do have a few set aside for some of our new customers. But the best way right now is to get on Whatnot and get in a stream. Go to the Bazooka Vault, go to the Valley, come check us out at BP Card Company. Go to the dojo. There's plenty of places you can go. chat it up with the people in the chat. There's not a better community out there. You know what I mean? You just, any questions, they'll answer and they'll give you their honest opinion, right or wrong, right? But that's really the only way you have to get access to the cards right now. And if you're looking for, we have plenty of guys putting on single shows like Shano and Big U and Joey with Night Owl. You know, I think he goes in the morning. So, you know, you can always go, and if you see a card you like, get a pretty decent price on them. Yeah, go hang out in the shack with T-Roy. It'll feel like you're hanging out with him right there. We were able to visit T-Roy last week, so that would be my advice right now. When Tecmo comes out, it'll be a whole different story. Get to the store, you know, early. Get online, buy them as quick as you can. But right now, you're gonna have a hard time, and you're gonna be paying eBay prices. You're gonna be paying way more than people bought them for when they bought them at retail a couple months ago. So.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. To, you know, go into Whatnot, start getting into breaks, start, you know, get into the lower end breaks. Look at the single shows. That's the best way to start off in this at this point. And yeah, get ready for Tecmo. You know, if you can get your hands on some Tecmo when that releases towards the end of April. But for now, I'd say definitely hang out in the community, talk to people, and you know, Whatnot's going to be your best choice. And, you know, Whatnot offers such a variety of breakers that, you know, you can, if you want to get in some really high end breaks, you can. If you want to just get in some low end breaks, kind of test the waters a little, see, you know, and also, a lot depends too. And are you looking to just collect, or are you looking to play the game? If you're looking to play, you know, you can find a lot of, you know, cheaper cards out there, paper cards and stuff that you can build your deck with. That should be easy to find. eBay too has a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of, you know, 99-cent cards and, you know, $1.50 cards and stuff on eBay.
Right.
Yeah, the Discord as well. You know, the main BoBA Discord.
Definitely the
Obviously,
Discord.
if you're not on the Discord, you definitely want to get on that.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the community. The community, when we say
Sure.
the community, we mean the Discord. So yeah, if you can join the Discord for sure and get in that way.
And then the last thing I think I want to just cover, guys, while we are here. So this is the this is the Showtime 1 of 1, and actually,
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Yeah.
Well, and
who holds that?
So he's
Are you
given me
allowed to
permission.
say?
He has given me permission to out him, and actually, it is
Jen, if he
Bonga.
says B Jams, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm just putting that out there right now.
So it is Bond Guy, and he has
Bond Guy. Okay.
and so which is great because Bond Guy he's somebody who was part of the Bo Jackson Battle Arena community before the first card was printed. He's a great person. If you've gone to the National Card Show, he was there last year. Hopefully he'll be there again this coming year. But it's interesting talking to him is that he hit this. He was so excited. And he knows the value, and it's hard not to take that value off because he's invested all across Bo Battle Arena. And so I will say this is that his offer, it's one of those things where he doesn't want to sell. So his price dex is $12,000. If somebody offers him $12,000, he will let go of it today. He's not saying it's a $12,000 card, but he's just saying for him to have no regrets, it's got to be $12,000.
That's
I don't blame him one
very
bit.
expensive. Yeah, but not crazy.
I agree with you.
It's not necessarily out of the realm of value.
Yep.
I think
So,
it could be worth twice that in 5 years. So I don't think that's nuts.
And I love that he has it in a card saver and not a top
Yeah, the
saver.
semi-rigid. I'm assuming that means it's been at PSA for the last 4.5 months.
Yeah. He did send it off to Grader. This was actually the initial one. And I think I wish I had the message pulled up. He literally was like, I'm shaking. Like after.
Do we know what box he pulled it out of?
Ooh, that's a good question. If he was excited about the show today, and so if he's live, that'd be great to have him mention.
I'd love to know what box he pulled it out of.
Yeah. All right.
With the logo foil in the background, that is just beautiful.
Well, before we move,
pretty crazy.
Before we move on, so this is going to be part 1 of the World Championship Series. This is the origin story. It started with the LA Dodgers. Oh God, I hate that. I wish it would have started with the Yankees. Started with the LA Dodgers, 2024. And again, the total print run was 1,462. There were 825 2024 Champion LA limited edition. There were 375 Champions LA limited edition battle foil. There were 250 limited edition kanji foil alt art. There were 5 Freeman autograph boxes. There were 5 Otani autograph boxes. There was the 1 Freeman 1-of-1 autograph box, and there was the 1 Otani 1-of-1 autograph box. So that total comes up to 1,462. You could get a paper box for $85. You could get the battle foil box for $185, or you could get the alt art version for $245. And I think that covers the Dodgers, right, guys? Is that the origin of that? No other things we have to mention?
I believe so. I think that was about it.
Yep.
Other than someday trying to find out if any of those 1-of-1s other than that card ever got hit.
That's
It's
so
one of
pretty.
those boxes where those boxes are. And yeah, come forward, people. Come on.
So I was
spill the
talking
beans.
to Mrs. BP, and just a thought on the championship boxes. So I PC Cicada, Cade Cunningham. I'm a big Pistons fan. So the thought of the Pistons winning a championship this year and them coming out with like alt art cicadas, it like puts a whole nother level on Bo Jackson Battle Arena. I mean, it's unreal. Like, or if the Lions win and I'm chasing Hutch cards in the next BoBA championship set, I'll take my money. I cannot wait. And I saw that Jahmyr Gibbs, right? Mirror is going to be in Tecmo, so I'm pretty sure I found my PC for Tecmo.
Nice. I know. I think did somebody mention something that we're going to see a checklist for Tecmo soon? Did I see something in the Discord from?
Well, actually, you were
Frenchie
probably
commented on something.
You were watching Good Morning Bo today, Wednesday.
It may have been that.
Every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, we have a quick 9-minute Good Morning Bo, and we were talking about the fact that somebody asked, when will we get the checklist on the set release? And he said, for sure then, but you will see it coming out to kind of let everybody know for the pre-release purchases. Because, of course, the orders are going to be coming out now in March for delivery in April, and they want you to get excited about it. In fact, did you guys, I shared it earlier today. Did you guys see the Deion Sanders artwork yet?
Oh, yeah.
I did. I happened to catch that quick this morning.
I know Jen didn't, so we'll go ahead and let's add it onto the stage for folks who have not seen it.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah.
That is Deion Sanders wearing a diaper, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on the Olympic ski jump team.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
He's got a real macho, he's got a real Ultimate Warrior thing going on.
He does. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
100%.
When
Hawkman
talked about double check and he talked about his fireballs and like you couldn't unsee it. Like remember, he always would talk about that with double check. So
yeah,
now you won't be able to unsee that here.
It's interesting though that Deion is masked, so no autographs for Deion.
Yeah.
So just the cards.
Nice catch. Yeah.
All right. So
still maybe
zip it. We have to transition.
It's just
actually you want to know what's a good what a good transition is, Jen, to get Tex to take a pause?
Got BoBA cards? Don't guess the price. Look up their value now at radishpriceguide.com.
Yeah, the gorilla.
Gets him every time. All right, so now we're going to go from Origin 1 to Origin 2. So we want to hear all about your origin story. And welcome to the show. First of all, thanks for hanging out with us in the beginning and adding your input to the part 1 of the special boxes with Bo Jackson, the LA Dodgers, the LA championship boxes. So can you tell us a little bit about your history, yourself, how you originally found out about Bo Jackson? And
Jen, we don't need to do it because Tex complained because I gave freaking 90
you
seconds.
gave it all away in the intro.
In the intro.
Wait,
spoiler alert.
Tex, what is his origin story, Tex?
Yeah, let Tex tell it.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't reading.
There were
it.
notes. There was reading material.
I was just waiting to see my face come up on TV on the screen.
When we were preparing for the show, I said to Tex, I was trying to get the price data for the 2024 world champion boxes. I said, listen, open up the shop app, because I knew he bought, and so did I. Like, I don't know what SKUs he got. I said, listen, scroll back. Literally 8 seconds, and he's like, is there some kind of search or filter thing on this? I'm like, what are you, my kid? It's been 8 seconds. I'm like, scroll till you get to 2024.
I scrolled through like 20 pages and I was still in 2025. I'm like,
was
this is going to take
25
forever.
seconds.
That's
was
a you
25
problem.
It
God
was.
bless.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I do know that Bo's real name is Boston.
That's right. Named after my grandfather. It's my son's name as well.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So Bo,
that's nice.
just start from the beginning. You were conceived where?
So it was a
It was a snowy
clear
day
night in
Boston.
Phoenix, Arizona. It was. So okay. So I'm Bo. I'm with BP Card Company. I don't know if you guys have caught any of our streams on whatnot, but we've been doing it every day. We go around 4:30. We go at 4:20 p.m. Eastern time. I've never done any streaming or anything. So I've been a huge sports fan my whole life, a collector of sports cards, a Bo Jackson fanatic since I was a child. I've been Bo my whole life, and it's a source of pride, really. So all my book reports in elementary school were about Bo Jackson. I've only collected Bo Jackson baseball cards, and so I was just on Google one day thinking, oh, it'd be cool if I could find like a Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, I'm a Lions fan, like a combo card, an auto or something, like dual patch or something like that. So I go on Google, and first thing that pops up is this Barry Cutback Sanders card, right? And so that card set me down a rabbit hole that I have yet to stray from. So I went from that to I saw the Amon Ra auto, and I reached out to that guy to see what he would sell it for, and he told me about Whatnot, and so I got on Whatnot and I went into a stream, Battle Dojo Twin 2. I went live with the dojo one night, and it was just a straight party, and it was a great time. And he had what I would call, even to today, a god box. I mean, there was just auto after hex after grandma's Leno. I mean, after it was just filled with. I was like, this. Okay, I'm all in on this right now. So got into Whatnot. I bought 5 double megas at Target. I did a live. My first Whatnot stream, I did it all for free. I gave away all 32 teams for free just to get my feet wet. Had a lot of fun. I did a single show and sold all of my personal collection. Then I started.
Bo, you did a
Yeah,
show,
go ahead.
sold your collection, sold your non-BoBA collection.
Correct.
Yeah,
Sold
so people understand, you sold everything that wasn't BoBA at that point.
everything. I kept my Cade Cunninghams and my Aiden Hutchinsons and my Bo Jacksons, and so that was the only thing I kept. But those have since been let go as well. So
Even the
I have,
Bo?
Oh boy.
I kept
Even
my
the Bo?
1990 score graded. I can't get rid of that one. That's too near and dear to me. I got a couple of slabbed up bows, and then I got my Tiger Woods rookie card. So and that's about it. I gave up everything else.
Jen, when he told that story, like when we were talking on the phone, because he wanted to know about geeks, we were talking, and like the more he talked, I'm like, dude, we got to get you on. Like the fact that he was looking for a Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson card, and I was just thinking to myself, like, he's looking for those in the big league chew set, and then he's like, no, he's like looking in real life for them. Like that's an insane story on how he found Bo Battle.
Yeah.
Love it. And to this day, I mean, I keep this. I got one of these, and I keep this card on the back of my phone.
Hold on, let me put you up in the big spot. Hold on.
Let me try to get the glare off there for you. So, yeah. So there's the first card I ever saw, and I got this case from GameStop, and it's it's MagSafe, so it sticks on the back of your phone. So I carry that, and it's in my deck. I've almost got my spec deck done, and it is the first card in my spec deck. So
that's awesome.
I mean, love everything about it.
That's the Big League Chew edition.
That's the Big League Chew.
Yeah. You're not messing around.
No, I love that card. I mean, it's not the numbered one, so it's not crazy expensive, but I do love that card. It's 115, so it's straight to the deck, and it's the first card I see when I open that box up, and reminds me of getting into it, and just the excitement hasn't faded at all. So I can't even say reminds me how fun it was when I first saw it, because it's only gotten better and better. So
Tecmo will be your first your first product release, right? Since you
Correct.
because you came
Except
in
for the
after
championship
Pepsi.
boxes, obviously, but technically, yeah.
Right.
As far as the set one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
So,
pretty excited. So yeah, because like I said,
yeah.
I'm on eBay, I'm on Mercari, I'm on Facebook. I call up, it seemed like that Dick's got another shipment about 5 weeks ago. So I went everywhere I could and bought as many boxes from the Dick's, within an hour and a half, 2 hours of me. Sorry guys if I took them from your Dick's there, but
Hey,
I
you gotta be quicker on the draw.
Hey, yeah.
that's it. And trust me,
Yeah.
they're not for me. They're for you. I'm ripping them for you guys. So it's better that they're in my hands. It's for the
Well,
people.
especially when you're giving away your whatnot spots for free. Yeah, literally, like let this guy take the stuff from your decks. That way you don't have to pay for it. Like I know you're
That's
not
it.
still there, but like that's insane, by the way, Bo. Like I didn't realize that your first break, you're like, yeah, I just love this so much. I just want to give it away. And incidentally, is I know Tex wants your sister Jessie to give away the stories, but I do want to mention that you said a fun fact, courtesy of your wife. Fun fact about Bo: he's the only boy in his family, 2 older sisters and 1 young sister. So is Jessie the younger, or is she one of the 2 older?
Jesse's the younger. Yeah.
Yeah, she's picking on you, the younger. That makes sense.
She does that. She's the only one that can.
Now, Bo,
Yeah.
where are you from originally?
So I grew up just outside of Detroit in Livonia, Michigan. And
Okay.
I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina in my early 20s. So I've been
Okay.
here about half my life. So first half was in Michigan, second half in North Carolina. So I kept all my roots. I'm still all of my sports affiliations are Detroit and then U of M. But I pull for I obviously we back the pack around here. We're just outside of Raleigh, so and we go to Panthers games when we can, and the Hurricanes games they're pretty hyped. So, and I tell you about this story, and I'm not the only person. I mean, there's 1 or 2 people a week that I talk to that say, "Hey, man, can you help me set up a whatnot stream? I want to sell all my cards, and I want to stream. I found 2 double megas on eBay, and I love to do what you're doing. It's so much fun." And I mean, it's constantly. I mean, who is a YMK is a younger guy. I mean, he's probably 16 years old, and he did the same thing. And so I was on his first stream trying to help him and picking up some of those baseball cards from him. And he did his first stream yesterday or the day before, and you could just tell he was having such a great time. It was so fun to see. And a Card Quest is just another guy that popped into my stream, and he's out on the West Coast, and he wants to do the same thing, and he's just asking for a little bit of advice. And I don't know that I have the best advice, but they're trying to do the same thing that I did, so I can just tell them what I did and what. There's been things that didn't work. My best piece of advice is you can't expect every stream to be a home run, right? You got to take the doubles and the singles, and you're gonna strike out too. You know what I mean? Like you got to take it for what it's worth, but you always got to have fun, and you got to make everybody in the chat feel comfortable. Man.
Jen, am I the only one? Like, I'm shocked to find out. Like, I knew about the Detroit teams, but I thought it was some weird thing where he had a family member or something. Like, I'm actually still kind of stunned that he's from Detroit. His name's Bo. He lives in North Carolina. Like, tell me you didn't think like this is a Southern kid, like
a good old boy, right?
I did. Yes,
Yeah.
I did not. I did not get the.
Well, the thing that tipped me off was that the 2 teams he named outside of the Wolfpack were both from were both Detroit teams.
You know what?
Like, there must be some Detroit tie there somehow.
And the sign over my head, it reads Detroit as well. You don't know if you can see it.
You lifted the water bottle up instead of spitting into it. So that was another sign you're probably from Detroit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
By the way, one thing I want to go back because to interrupt, just get one comment that was in here from Troy to hear what Troy thinks, and then you guys as well. But I also just one thing just to reiterate with Cesar saying why are cards so expensive? They're going to check out your stream later on. But I can't stress enough is that the Bo team takes care of the community. So if you're not in the official Bo Jackson Discord, it's actually in the description of this video. If you haven't been in Discord, it's a social media app, and there's an official community for Bo Battle. But if you get in there and you're active, they take care of it. Just like the people who showed up after the alpha set came out, right? They had a chance to buy Griffey, day 1 bundles, the hobbies. And so it's really hard where we have instant gratification that we want in society. But I will say this, we can't go back in time and get you your Griffey. But Cesar, like in addition to the whatnots, is you can just be part of the community and your time will come. If it's not Tecmo, it will be Griffey update this summer. And then we had one comment. The one that I wanted to get you guys is that Troy's question. He said, good question going forward. After the Griffey set, I hear the next set is geared towards basketball. Whom do you all think is going to be the cover hero? And it's interesting.
Jordan.
All right, Jen.
Pure speculation. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was asking who I wish would be on the cover.
How about Kobe?
I was just gonna say Kobe.
Ooh, Kobe would be fantastic.
I was gonna say Kobe.
Maybe a Shaq and Kobe combo. A little featured, a little highlighted.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
All right.
And one thing to remind everybody who's just joining us, of course, this is the Radish Break Room. We're talking about Bo Jackson Battle Arena. One thing that Frenchie will never do, he will never do sticker autos. He actually paused and he goes, he's like, I'd have to think about a really great one. He goes, but I can't imagine a world in which I would ever do a sticker auto. So
Well, you've got Butterfly Sting. I mean, Butterfly Sting's a featured hero that, you could still do a featured hero or a highlighted hero, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Yep, without any autographs. But this is something, by the way, Tex, I guess I'm missing that. Like, I know people keep talking about that, about focus on basketball after Tecmo. And when people say the set after Tecmo, they mean the set that falls in Tecmo's spot. Because, of course, the Griffey update is coming up, is the next one in the summer. So I think people, when they say basketball, they mean next February, right? When this slot
or are they thinking that what will come next fall, next Black Friday, the
new set,
27 set would have a basketball cover hero, maybe that's
not strictly basketball, but a cover hero, an NBA cover hero.
Right. So it would still be the same diversity of sports in the set, but the cover hero would be basketball.
Yeah, and then next year's Tecmo spot, you got to drop the NBA Jam, right? I mean, is there any other option?
You would think, or double dribble, maybe. There's a lot
what
of those
about that old hockey
video
game where
games.
you had to choose the skinny guy, the regular guy, or the fat guy? What could you? That could
Yeah,
be
wasn't
fun.
that just NES hockey? Wasn't that the original
I guess it was just
Nintendo
called
hockey?
hockey, right? Yeah.
Yeah, NES hockey, I think it was.
By the way, Card Shark Sniper with a great comment. Alan Iverson or Reggie Miller. I think Cheryl might have convinced her bro to do it, which is, I mean, Cheryl, she had a great interview with Frenchie. I think there's real chemistry there. Yeah, I mean, I could see Frenchie convincing that. All right, I didn't want to leave the comments out of this great conversation.
I definitely see Cheryl being in future sets too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think Cheryl really likes his product, and I think she's in for the long haul. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So, sorry to segue in, Bo, just to put us back on track, is like, so where do you see this going? Is this a business? Is this just fun? Is it going to go on for years? Is it just going to go on for a little bit longer, or just you take it day by day, and as long as you're having fun and it's part of the community, that's what you're going to do? And just like that, he's been snatched.
Like that, poof.
You know what this is? This is big cardboard. They're trying to silence.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Thought I turned my data off there. Noob. Personally, this is what I want to do for a career. I mean, me and my wife own another business. She works full time. I work full time. I stay at home with the kids full time. But my plan is to move into a brick and mortar shop.
You have three full times.
Well, two, and then one is more than full time. One is like two jobs in itself, and then the two full times. Yeah, for sure. My wife does a lot more. She helps a lot more in the cleaning business. Not obviously, that's a very terrible thing to say, but she helps a lot more in the cleaning business. And she helps me quite a bit with the BP card company stuff. I mean, we all know the packaging is not the easiest part in the world. So she helps me quite a bit, helps me with the social media stuff. We're a team over here. We're a family. So my plan is to get a brick and mortar shop with my logo and the Bo Jackson Battle Arena logo and be the biggest name in BoBA on the East Coast is my plan. And I want to do this, every day for as long as I can stand it and handle it.
That'd be amazing.
That's my plan personally. So anything between here and there is awesome.
What did you blow up?
It's explosion. Like he's gonna like.
Like boom.
Star. Yeah. Like sorry. It's like.
Yeah.
That's over.
Jacket. You said you have children?
Yeah, I have two children. I met my wife a few years ago, and she had a 1-year-old daughter, and I had a 1-year-old son at the time. So now we have two children that are about to be 5 years old.
Wait, now you have twins.
Yeah, you have twins.
Essentially, yes. One has black hair and brown eyes, and the other one has blue hair and blonde eyes. And people ask if they're twins all
All the
the
time.
time. I mean, all the time. It's unreal. So, yes, we got twins. That's what we tell them. So,
That's
you would
great.
think like over a text it might translate into twins, right? But when you're looking at them, you should know pretty quick that they're not twins. But they couldn't love each other more, and they are, they're so close. They're amazing. I love my children. They're my whole world.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. Not to get too sappy about it, but
We
but
love
Boba,
kids here.
I want to. Yeah, we love to do boba every day, man. And if if you're in the community, you'll see me in the Discord. If you're in the stream, you'll see me there. To the behest of my bank account, probably picking up a spot or two as well. Sometimes
Now,
you get lucky, and sometimes you're the statue, and sometimes you're the pigeon, right? I've had some good
Yeah.
breaks. I've had T-Roy pull me some Hex Autos, and had some other people pull me some
nice.
nice bubble gums and some slides and some freak show. You get in there, you never know what you're gonna get, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Roll of the dice every time.
Every time. But I never do
Great.
stash or pass. I can't handle the stash or pass. I got the phone.
No?
No. Give me a random hero, whoever the wheel picks for me. Let's go.
Just let fate
That's
decides.
it, man. Let the boba guys decide this one. That's when I've had my most luck, to tell you the truth. When I pick because I PC Tigray and Takeda. So if I pick one of those two, very rarely hits. But if I get some random spot, I usually get it. Not usually, but it seems more often than not. I'm hitting something. So love it, man. Love the art. I see cars I've never seen before every day, and some of them just look prettier than every time I see them. I just picked up one of the Exterminators from the rookie alt art from the update set with Malik Neighbors, and it's the ice. Oh, that card is so beautiful. Oh man.
That's the one where he's got the little. Is that the one
Yeah,
that he has a little guy in the cage?
Yeah, so on the ice
guy's different
version
in
of
each
it.
time. Each
Yeah,
weapon.
the ice version of it, he's holding a little fire gremlin, and then in the fire version,
it
he's
is.
holding a little ice
Hold
gremlin.
on.
But they just did this card in
Hold on.
the ice. But yeah, that's my new favorite. My new favorite.
God,
card.
that's
That's a
amazing.
gorgeous
I don't think
card.
I've ever seen that card before.
Yeah,
That's almost like
that's the
what's
isn't
that
that the power up? Yeah, that's a power
Yeah.
up. It's just
They
not.
did it
Yeah.
for like a rookie, like a bunch of rookies. They did Angel
Oh, was
Reese.
that one of the ones from the national
did.
last year?
Those are a
Yes.
national. It's just
It's
not.
Oh my
RPU,
god, I
the
didn't
rookie
see that one.
power.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very rare card.
Doesn't it look
got a
almost
pretty
like
good
a
price on
Wonder?
it then, and it's in my deck. I love that.
It does look like a wonder. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, they did. I know my wife picked up the Angel Reese. That's a beautiful card. She's got that one on the way.
Yeah,
She might be into it.
Halo.
She might be into it a little bit more than me, to tell you the truth. She's building a slime and blizzard deck, and because she pulled a rampant slime. She pulled a Maverick slime out of the first Griffey pack she ever opened.
Wow.
First card pack of any type in her life. She pulls the Maverick slime. So I said, "Well, open this blaster. Let's see what happens."
Yeah.
And she pulls the rampant slime, 175 power, and I mean. And she just started building her deck, and she just wants.
Oh,
Look at that sick thing.
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And
That is
she's already. I think she's got 17 slimes already. So she wants this, and she looks at that Bojack slime on eBay daily, I think, and sends him an offer on that thing. So.
One other place that I put it up for you is that we did something different. So for folks who watch Good Morning Bo, sometimes the breakers share cards. And I was thinking, like, I really didn't like how I shared them. So I'm just like, you know what? It's easy enough nowadays to code with AI. I'm like, I'll just create a page and stash like the pictures that the breakers share. But then I started doing it. I'm like, you know what? There's no trophy case for the breakers. Like, it's insane to me. All these hits, like, you have to go through Discord all the time. So I'm like, you know what? It's really not that hard. I'm like, why not just build a site that captures all the breakers?
How hard can it be?
Yeah, how hard? Exact text. It's finally coming true. But so anyway, you can see BB Card Company going by right there. It's got the
King Felix one. Just the art. I mean, that belongs in the museum right there. That card is so beautiful.
So one of the things you can do is you can expand the filter, and so you can go ahead and you can do it by breaker, or you can take a look at certain weapon. There's a lot of things like, I mean, in a dream world, like in the future, like the next day when you wake up and you didn't watch a break, like if the breaker does the break, people in the community take a snapshot. There's a simple form right underneath. If you go to trophy case at radishdigital.com/trophy case, you can also go to radishdigital.com/submit. And you just go through and you just go ahead and add the picture and just the basic information about it. And then it will add it up to the site. And so then what in the future, I could see is like if Breaker community does it for them, the next day you're like, hey, I hit the PB buckets. I'm like, what did I hit? Like you can see if there was a monster hit. You can go through because you can actually filter by date. So you can just go ahead and take a look at yesterday's. All the hits were there. The other thing is like we don't know the exact print run of certain cards. And again, these are only breakers. Although I added a slot for home breaker. So if you at home rip a monster hit and you want to add it on here, this isn't just for the breakers. So I have a special slot just for home breakers.
Oh, that's cool.
Add that there. But when we're trying to figure out print run, right? If we put this up here, but to me, like this is the trophy case. I want this to be a trophy case. And for breakers, you work so hard. It's like, this is a great place to stash all your trophies where people can come back and take a look. So anyway, BP, when you sent me that card, I put that up there because I was like, that is an awesome card. That King Henrik.
That's a pretty one.
Yeah, King Henrik is.
No, it was the Felix. It was the King
Felix.
Yeah, on the throne on the red. Oh my God, that was so pretty.
I just say Card Shark Sniper cracked me up. He's like, is it bad that I've seen 90% of these pulled?
Yeah, shout outs to Card Shark Sniper, the best mod in the game, right there. I'm telling you what.
I think he like mods for everybody. I think.
Oh, he's the best, man.
He mods for everyone.
He's saved as a mod when I create my show. So when he pops in, he's the best. That's not an easy job, but it's very helpful for everyone involved. So very much credit deserved. Shout out Card Shark Sniper.
Card Shark's a great community member for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
Slappy, did we cover everything you wanted to cover?
Well, we covered most of it in the open, as you mentioned. I'm not sure.
Sure.
I wasn't reading.
It was too small. I didn't read it.
But honestly, like for everybody who watches BP Card Company, you can tell by the people in this in the audience today just how much they love BP Card Company. They've gotten to know him in his breaks, and it took 5 minutes talking to him on the phone, and I was like, you got to come on the show. I'm just like, either that he hadn't even told me about the fact that he had to go out, buy product and just give away the product to people, and it felt so good. We heard Rue from Deck by KJ talking about just how happy she is when she gets to rip hits for other people.
Yeah.
And that's what's so special about all the breakers who showed up in the audience here today and the BoBA breaking community. So we're lucky to have you as an addition to it. So Bo, thanks for coming on and sharing just your story with all of us.
Absolutely. It's been an absolute pleasure, you guys. I've enjoyed it. Like I was telling Slappy, I don't have a lot of people in my circle around me. You know what I mean? That I can just sit down and talk BoBA with, and that's all I want to do is talk BoBA. So me and my wife, we have to take small BoBA breaks because it's just the two of us talking BoBA all the time. So we got to take small mental BoBA breaks and kind of try to focus on other things. But that's another part of it that I love so much. Like I don't know if you guys are in streams a lot. You've seen Sully 1229. He's always popping in, and he's a New York transplant in Alabama, and his local card shop owner is Ham Fam Breaks, right? So now I'm on like a daily, we talk multiple times a day between the three of us, and I would have had no association with these people at all, right? And now I consider them very good friends of mine, and Ham Fam's doing the same thing with sports cards. He's like abandoning all sports card sales and going to start streaming BoBA. It's going to be, it's so much fun. I've enjoyed every minute of it. And we went down to Virginia last weekend, and Troy was generous enough to let us host us for a stream. He was doing a trade night at his shop. So we had a whole lot of fun there and met a lot of his family and friends. His daughter makes these and by flowers.
The way, we should mention that Troy is in Independence, Virginia, right? Independence, I think is where he is.
That's made out of BoBA cards?
Those are BoBA cards?
Wait, you gotta hold that
she made it out of
up.
wattage. She made this out of the wattage.
That's
base
wild.
cards, guys.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And going to
so
Troy's,
cool.
it was the first time I've been into a card shop that is a BoBA card shop. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. But you go in there and it's a BoBA shop that has some sports cards. It's not a sports card shop that has some BoBA. So that way, and Troy he goes back a long time, so he's got a lot of the Galax. That's what it was. It's right across the border. It's only like 15 minutes from the North Carolina border. Pretty nice country there. But
Nice.
yeah, he's got he's got the promo stuff from very early on that you don't get to see a lot of, you know what I mean, and just really cool stuff. And his collection deserves to be in a vault. I'm telling you, Troy's got some cards. Not to put you on blast there, Troy, but he's got a pretty nice PCB. Pretty nice PC. Yeah.
Well, this was awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Bo. So it's Bo's Card Company on Whatnot.
It's BP. BP Card Company.
BP
But
Card Company.
we
I'm
knew
sorry,
that. We knew
BP
that.
Card Company.
Why?
We knew that. It's on the.
Jen, do you want to do the
I put it on
outro?
the hat.
Actually,
I put
There
on
it
the
is.
hat.
There it is.
There you
Tex,
go.
hey Tex, it's also kind of funny. Like I just introduced him to Block Packs, the Discord, but so it's kind of funny that he's BP. Like he doesn't even know. Like
Oh,
what
there
that
you go.
means.
There
I
you
know,
go.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I know
he
BP
put me
can
on the
be
BP
confusing.
game
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a whole nother world to explore there.
So BP Card Company on Whatnot. You stream every day or just about every day?
Every day, 4:20
day.
p.m. Eastern.
Whoa. What's the one thing you're looking for? Make your plea here.
What you mean? Like
What
a
did
card?
you call me about?
Oh, you guys, I would like a geek. If anybody has a geek that they are looking to, disassociate from, if it's just if they're getting bad vibes from their geek, if you're getting bad vibes from your geek, I'm your guy. I'll be your geek exorcist. You just come to BP. We'll talk it over, and I'm sure we can help each other out. Yeah, that's
And
my
you're
plea.
BP in the Discord too, correct?
I'm BP
Your
Card
BP
Company
Card Company.
everywhere you look. Go on
Okay.
Twitter, go on YouTube, go on TikTok. Everywhere you look up BP Card Company. I help Joey from Night Owl with the Facebook page, so I'm an admin on that page, so you can always see me popping in. You'll see me everywhere. And if you don't see BP, you might see me on there as Bo Pritchard. That's where we get the BP from. So there is, if I'm not on as BP, I'm on as myself, and you'll see me with my puppy dog, and that's me.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, hopefully your circle of BoBA people you can talk to will definitely increase after this. I think it will.
Yeah.
And this was awesome. Thanks for
thank you so
joining
much.
us.
Thanks
Can't
for
wait to
having me.
jump into
Thank
one of
you
your
so
breaks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think so. Our plan is to be at the Wonders release party this weekend, and then we're gonna drive to
Okay.
Richmond, and I'm gonna play in my first Steel tournament on Sunday in Richmond. That's our plan right now. 2 toddlers, things change. So, but that is the current plan. So, fingers crossed.
Awesome. Well, Slappy and I will be at the Shattering this weekend also. So it'll be great to see you in
Sounds
person.
awesome. All right, guys.
Wonderful.
Oh,
All
from
right.
Chile. How about that, guys? The world
look at
famous
that.
Radish Digital. How about that?
We bring him
Put
in
it
from
in the
everywhere.
bio. Put it in the show notes, man.
Somebody pin him. We need a map. We need a big map, and we get a pin wherever he's from.
There we go.
What do we got? Chile, and we have
We got Mexico and Chile.
Mexico and Chile today.
Digital
Yeah,
beach map.
I know we do. We need a map. Slappy, get on that, will you? How hard?
Yeah,
can
we
it be?
could do it. How hard could it be, right?
Yeah.
How much free
I'm
time
just-
does one have?
I'm just thinking I want to hit the exit, but you yell at me every time I cut your word off. So cut it, Tex.
Yeah, because you love to run me over with that. Okay, Jen,
Wait, what?
thank you so
Ready?
much. Jen,
Ready?
any last words? Oh,
two.
we're gonna do this again.
Oh, Jackie left.
Do you want him back?
I don't know. I had to think about it. No, all
Seems
right, we'll have
fair.
it back.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you guys are too funny.
Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate that. This was a lot of fun.
All right, Bo, take care. This has been Radish Digital, JennConn, Snappy White. Over here. Oh, this is weird. What's happening? I don't know. Yeah, there's Snappy. And Bo,
Awkward
thank you
exit.
for joining us again.
No, thank you so much.
We'll see you all next week. Jen, we ran out of time for the piano. Maybe next week. All right,
in
send
next
us out,
time, guys.
Snappy.